Okay, so over the weekend we had two separate incidents in two separate states, Mississippi and South Carolina, that connect to the Tennessee plant explosion that was coded to Michelle Trachtenberg, including this one that took place, I believe it was late Friday night. There's actually multiple incidents, but the one I want to focus on is the one that happened in Leland. High school homecoming celebrations in Mississippi ended in fire with two separate bang-bangs on opposite sides of the state Friday night that left at least 8 people dead and many more injured, authorities said. 6 were killed in downtown Leland after a high school football homecoming game in the Mississippi Delta region on the state's western edge, according to the county coroner. On the east side of the state, a pregnant woman was among the dead, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves said. And I found this pretty interesting. One witness, Kamish Hopkins, said, "No one was trying to really help. Leland felled Leland yesterday, but I know that we can do better because this isn't Leland." Now, why would he say Leland 3 times? Because LLL equals 36, your 666 number. Also, when I think of Leland, my mind immediately goes to Leland Palmer, the character in Twin Peaks who murdered his daughter, Laura Palmer. Leland, sort of like E.L. land. E.L. means God in Hebrew. And where did Twin Peaks take place? Washington State. Well, let's just check out and see where Leland, Mississippi is located. And there you have it. Leland, Mississippi is in Washington County. Sort of makes you think, doesn't it? And who played Laura Palmer? Cheryl Lee. Well, the mayor of Leland is John Lee. Now in South Carolina, we had this shooting at Willie's Bar and Grill. 4 people dead, 20 injured. 420, you know whose birthday that was. But you also got a 42 in there. And who do we have reporting on this incident? Sabrina Lee. Another Lee. Now let's watch this because this is sort of a strange video.
Memorial just a few days ago doing your standard run-of-the-mill story, and I'm going to be honest, I've been parked across the street from Beaufort Memorial for several hours now, and the scene looked...
Now you notice how she turns her head here. Reporters rarely do this. They're usually staring straight at the camera. She did this so we can see her Illuminati checkerboard hair braid. Illuminati checkerboard right there in her hair. That's the whole reason she just turned her head. And look at how dead this place looks.
Completely normal, and I'm actually going to ask my photographer if he could pan out a little bit so we can see a little bit more of that wide shot. It looks like general run-of-the-mill business as usual.
Exactly, run-of-the-mill, like nothing even happened.
Memorial. Now, I do want to say, we do know that 4 of those critically injured patients were taken from scene by Beaufort County Emergency Medical Services, and now we do not know if they were actually taken here at Beaufort Memorial. I have been in contact with the hospital, and they have stated that they are not allowed to release any information or status or condition updates or confirm whether or not they...
I don't know, just looks like a
from this shooting on St. Helena.
Really just
the full identification
nothing
of the patient with
going on area.
Name. Lydia?
And yes, of course, hospitals can't...
So we've got another Lee. Let's see what Leland equals. 48. Backwards 8-4. And Cheryl Lee, who played Laura Palmer, equals 10-9. Another one of those Charlie Kirk 9-10s for you. And of course, 10-9 is also when Yale was founded. Skull and Bones. That's something I forgot to mention in my prior videos about Guillermo del Toro. And here is the owner of Willie's Bar, Willie Terrell. Sort of an interesting name. Looking at it, I made this anagram, your rat will lie. Willie Terrell, the rat who will lie. Now, finally getting back to the Trachtenberg coated Tennessee explosion. There was this article about a Tennessee sheriff becoming the face of grief after the plant explosion. Well, wouldn't you know, we just so happen to have our third Lee in our third story here. Governor Bill Lee. What's with all the Lees here after the Leland in Washington County? And then in the same article, appropriately enough, on Sunday morning, Sheriff Davis's meal, French dip sandwich, well-done fries, and an appropriately sweet iced Arnold Palmer. Palmer, like Leland Palmer, like Laura Palmer. I mean, why is this even an article? But to put these connections out there. For real, this is just completely pointless. Anyway, I just thought these were some interesting connections, and I know for a fact that Twin Peaks is incredibly coded. Like I said in past videos, I'm going to do a deep dive on it and several other things in the near future. It's just that those videos are taking some time to put together because there's a lot of information. But anyway, I just wanted to share this real quick. All glory to God. Thanks for watching.